Hi, and welcome to the Infinite Light channel. I'm Gabby. An extra warm welcome if you are new here. And if you are returning, I'm super happy and grateful about that. So I think we are currently where I am. These messages are really timeless, but right now we're in the end of April or around about the middle end of April, and there is a lot of energy at the moment, and I've been feeling it. I've had some headaches, and I believe it's maybe due to a lot of energetic influx at the moment. But today's channel message is really powerful, and it's something that is very dear to me. So really stepping into the role of the creator. I think life is such a journey, and it's so exciting when you start to see it as that journey, and realizing that every step of the way is a learning opportunity. And what the team brings through today is really some support on how to become that conscious creator, manifest the things into your life that you're really, really dreaming of, that you really want to have come true. But perhaps you may feel that things are taking time, or in some areas it's just more difficult, and they are really shining a light on that, and how we can transmute anything that is holding us back from moving forward with our biggest manifestations into physical form. So it's a very powerful, very uplifting message, and I really hope you enjoy it. And I also just wanted to say that if you are called to know more or to work with me, you can find the link in the description below or in the bio. I'm so grateful to have you here. It's such a beautiful time, and there are so many possibilities for us available, especially when we rise in our consciousness and awareness. Life becomes so expansive, and that is really why I'm bringing these messages through, because that is what I wish for all of you, for all of us, to live in a world with so much more intention and creating from our hearts, because in that way we can create a beautiful, magical, expansive world based on really strong values. So thank you for being here, and I'm handing over to the team. Asking my higher self to connect to the Infinite Light team to bring through today's message through the Infinite Light channel what is in the highest good of all at this time. Only pure love and light is allowed into this space. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, yes. Hello. Hello, dear soul. Dear soul. We are so happy that you are here, because you being here means that you are being part of this. Because we want to start by telling you that we are you and you are us. When you are tuning into this message, it means that your higher self is also part of this co-creation, because it's all energy and it's all interlinked. And we are happy and delighted to be able to bring these messages through this channel, through Gabby, and through the channel of infinite light. YouTube is a perfect place to reach out and to meet those who are ready to hear these messages. That is why we are delighted to be here and to be able to bring this through at this time and space, because you are in such an exciting time. There is so much going on. There are so many opportunities. There are so much energy that is being brought down to the earth at this time. There is a lot of activations, a lot of high vibrational frequencies being sent down. And yes, this can cause some turmoil, and this can also cause some even physical symptoms or ascension symptoms, as you would call them. But trust that this is all for your highest good. And when you choose to embody your light, to step more into your light, these codes of activation will help you. So what we would want to tell you is that set an intention for you, set an intention that this is for your highest good, that this is something that you welcome. And be kind to yourself, and be kind to your bodies, be kind to your physical vessel. Do what feels good to you to alleviate any symptoms that may be bothering you. And great things to do is, of course, to ground yourself. And grounding yourself can be to take a little bit of time in meditation. Just close your eyes, sit down quietly, and imagine roots. You can imagine roots, you can imagine a cord, you can imagine a waterfall. It doesn't matter, but imagine something that is pouring, connecting through you down to the core of the earth, down to the center of Mother Gaia. This is a very, very good exercise to help your bodies to ground and to connect to the earth, and to anchor in to that nurturing, holding, loving energy. Nature is, of course, very, very beneficial. And whether you can put your feet in the grass, or you can go for a walk in the forest, and you can touch the branches, the trees, you can smell a flower, everything that is linking you to nature will help to nurture your soul, and will help to level your vibration with a new frequency. So this will be very, very beneficial. We know that if you are here and you are resonating with these frequencies, because, as we have said so many times before, but we think it's very important, this is a message coming through with words. And these words are translated by Gabby, by this channel, but the origin of this message is pure vibration and frequency. And bringing this through is helping you to remember the truth that is already inside of you. We are bringing through frequencies and vibrations that helps your soul to remember, that helps your heart to remember the truth of who you really are, so that you can move into further expansion within yourself. It never comes from the outside. It's all an alchemy happening inside of you. And by tuning in to this, you are helping yourself to raise your vibration and frequency, making you more susceptible, you can more easily receive the frequencies that are also being sent down to the earth. So this is really helping your ascension. And when you are ascending, when you are raising in your frequency and vibration, and you're also elevating your consciousness, this is the magic of being in the creator mode, where you become more and more aware of the truth of who you are, and you realize your power as the creator of your own reality, as the director of your own life's movie. And when you do, and you move with these frequencies, and you become more and more intentional every day with what you want to create, with what you want to experience, with who you want to engage with, and so on, your life will expand, will become so much greater, so much more joyful, so much more expansive. And that is the beauty of experiencing life on earth as a conscious being, as the conscious being, the master of your own energy, becoming the master of your energy. And by becoming this master of your own energy, your intentions, your actions, your very intentional actions, you will become the master of the game of life. Because the earth experience is a game in a way. And we know that this may be triggering for some of you if we are telling you that life on earth is a game, but from our vantage points, it truly is a game. And when you start to realize that it can be this beautiful, masterful game, and you start to play with it, we are certain that you are experiencing a lot of signs and synchronicities. And this is our way, the universe's way of showing you that, yes, if you are looking for it, you will see it, because it's all a manifestation of your intentions and your beliefs. So if you are asking for signs, and you are, for example, into numbers, and you like seeing angel numbers or synchronized numbers, because that is an easy way. You are all surrounded with numbers. You have numbers on your phone, on your oven, on your TV, on your in your car when you're driving. There are a lot of numbers everywhere that you can see, on your computer when you're working. So if this is something that resonates with you, and you set the intention of being shown those kind of signs and synchronicities, they will be there for you. But and this is a playful way of showing you that, yes, if you set that intention, that is available to you. But it's the same thing with all your physical manifestations. They are also based in a clear intention from your part, a clear intention, a thought, an idea, and a feeling. And that will eventually make them manifest into the tangible physical reality. However, for some of the bigger manifestations, this may take time. And what we also wanted to speak about a bit today, because we know that many of you, you are on this path. You are on this path of awakening, of becoming more aware, of stepping into the creator role. And sometimes that can also put pressure on you. It can feel like a stress, because suddenly you become aware of everything that you could manifest, you could create, and you become so aware of your thoughts, and it puts a stress on you, because you are so you don't want to think the wrong thoughts, you don't want to send out the wrong energetic message, being afraid that this may contradict or bring you something negative. And yes, it is important to be intentional with your thoughts and your feelings, but it doesn't mean that as soon as you're thinking a negative thought, it will manifest into reality. But what is important when you are on this journey is to let the triggers, let anything as you would deem negative come up to the surface, and ask yourself why it's coming up. Because if there are areas in your life where you have been working for quite some time, trying, wanting to intentionally manifest something into form, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's a new job opportunity, whether it's more money, whether it's more health, and some of these bigger topics, these bigger manifestations that are very, very, very dear to you, if you feel like you're not really moving forward, or you feel like you keep coming back to square one, or we would tell you that there is something holding you back. There is something in your subconscious that doesn't fully allow this manifestation to come in. And these are the really, really important beliefs and programs that you need to see, to discover, to uproot. There is a beautiful metaphor that Gabby heard the other day, and she really took to heart, and we want to bring it forward because it's a very it's a nice, very clear metaphor. You have probably been heard the metaphors before about looking at your life as a garden. So you're planting beautiful seeds in your garden, and those seeds are the intentions that you want to see manifest. So you're planting the seeds, and you're watering them, and you're taking care of them, and you expect that eventually there will be a beautiful flower, or there will be a vegetable, or maybe even a tree. You can grow anything, and you know that from the smallest seed can come this really, really big tree, or big plant eventually. So as much as you plant these beautiful seeds, you also have to tend to the weeds in your garden, because otherwise the weeds will drown out the beautiful flowers that you have planted. And plucking weeds is not a fun job. You can ask any gardener. Weeds are not the most beautiful thing about a garden. However, if you ignore the weeds, or if you just cut them, if you just take the lawnmower and just cut them so you don't see them and they disappear into the grass, for example, that may feel like you've solved the problem. However, those weeds will come back, and they will multiply when you don't tend to plucking them up and addressing them from the root. And it's so similar with your own mind. So if you're planting these beautiful seeds, so let's say you've planted a seed that you want to meet a love, you want to manifest a new, beautiful, loving relationship into your life. And this is something that you have been waiting for quite some time. And the more you wait, the more frustration is there. But also, there is some reason why this manifestation is not coming to life. And here we would really encourage you to look back, because looking back is not about dwelling on the past, it's about seeing patterns. Because the more conscious you become, the more aware you can start to see your own life from the observer view, from the observer place. And from that place, you can start to see patterns. And when you can see those patterns, you can have these true aha moments where you realize where you have been or are still holding yourself back because of some limiting belief or old programming that makes you perhaps feel that deep down there is a programming saying that you're not fully worthy of love. And as you look at these patterns from the past, and as you go into trying to really find the root of this, very often it comes back to childhood. It comes back to those early years where, well, some of it you may not even remember, but as you were completely open as a child, because this is before your analytical mind is in place to filter out, everything was taken in as a truth and it was stored into your subconscious. And here is where the healing needs to happen in order to transmute and to shift these old programmings that may be holding you back from seeing your manifestation come fully into fruition in the way that you are longing for, in the way that you are longing and dreaming for. Because it is all available to you. So there is nothing that holds you back from your grandest manifestations apart from your own limiting beliefs. There is nothing outside of you holding you back. So all of the healing, all of the transmuting, all of the energy alchemy, if you want to put it like that, needs to happen inside of you. And that doesn't have to be so difficult. We know that many of you human beings, at least before you awake to the truth of you, to the full understanding that everything is about your own consciousness, you may have turned to different kind of therapies, and maybe you have been talking a lot about the past or trying to heal by talking about the past, and this can lead to a circle that just goes round and round, because the more you talk about it, the more it becomes active. So we want to help you to differentiate between talking and kind of dwelling in the past and looking back into the past, understanding the patterns, and then finding the root of that pattern and shining your light and your love on that feeling, on that program, on that limiting belief that is in the core, the root of the issue. Because when you do that, when you shine your light, when you embrace that old untrue program and you embrace that with love, with light, with attention, in the sense that you acknowledge it, you see it, you bring it up to the light, there is an energetic alchemy happening, because whatever you bring to the light cannot stay hidden in the dark. It cannot attack you from that secret dark place. It's like that monster under the bed. As soon as you shine a light, the monster is gone. And this is the recipe. This is the recipe for moving forward with your biggest dreams, your biggest manifestations, is to ensure that there is nothing holding you back from fully believing in them, from fully knowing that this seed that you planted, this little seed that you planted into the earth, it can grow into this most beautiful flower, because you have removed all the weeds around it, and it has all the fertile ground to grow into that beautiful manifestation that you want to call in to your life. So sit with this for a moment and just feel into it. Just feel into, how does this feel to you? How does this resonate with you? How does this resonate in your heart? Because this is something that all of this alchemy needs to happen linked to your heart. Your mind will try to solve the problem by analyzing it, by turning it inside out and round, and this might lead you down into a rabbit hole of frustration, of bitterness, resentment, anger, fear, all of those emotions. But when you look at this through your heart, through your consciousness, by shining your light and your love, it's something completely different. Something completely different. This is where you can dissolve anything, and you can step further into consciously creating the life that you are longing for, life beyond your wildest dreams, where miracles are happening. Because miracles are part of the life of a conscious creator. That is part of life. That is part of this beautiful game of life that you can be playing in the most intentional way, So we would encourage you, if this feels good to you, to take a little bit of time. If you don't have time right now, but perhaps later today or tomorrow or whenever it feels good, but take a little bit of time and sit with this, or reflect on this, or bring out your journal, and then just ask yourself, what is it that I really want to create, and where do I somehow feel stuck? And can I look at the patterns, and can I use my own inner alchemy to transmute and to release what is holding me back, so that I can create and I can expand even further? That may be the thing that unlocks. Because as you know by now, and if you're tuning into this, you know that everything is energy. Everything is energy, and everything is constantly moving. It's constantly in a flow. There is always, everything is always vibrating. So these are part of the universal laws. Nothing is staying the same. So basically, you could walk out your front door today as a different person, having released all the programmings that are holding you back, because they are nothing more than just old programs, old limiting beliefs. They are not true. But it's an energy. There is an energy connected to them. So when you manage to shine your light and you can alchemize this energy, that is when things can shift, and this can happen rapidly. And this is what you would refer to, and we would refer to as a quantum leap, as a quantum shift, because you're shifting the energy and you are tuning yourself into a different frequency. And that frequency does not longer hold the old limiting belief or programming that has been keeping you kind of stuck to a lower frequency or a lower experience. There are infinite possibilities, and you can tune in to those infinite possibilities. And this is one of the first steps of doing that, is to become aware, to become fully conscious and fully aware of yourself. Know thyself. That is the basis of stepping fully into that conscious creator role. And that is what you're longing for. That is why you're here. That is why you're all listening to this. If you're still here, this is why you are here. You want to master the game of life. And you can, and you will. You can and you will. If you let your heart lead the way and you use the alchemy of your heart, the power of your love, light, and awareness, consciousness, there is nothing that can stop you. There is nothing that can hold you back from living your fullest potential. There is nothing that can hold you back. That is all we want to tell you or bring through today. We really hope that this message resonates with you, that it brings the encouragement and the power and the upliftment that you're looking for, because it's all within you. It's all within you. We love you so much. There is infinite love here for you in any moment. In any moment. Just tune into it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Whew. I am out of words right now. I'm trying to formulate words, but I'm a bit out of words. I feel so much love, so much energy. That is all I can feel right now. So I believe that this message was truly powerful, and I hope that it found whoever it was meant to find. I am so grateful that you're here, tuning in, being here and supporting the channel. That means so much to me. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.